Erinn Valencich, known as Erinn V from Erinn V Design, joins me to talk about consumer trends and all the things that she's doing in the home industries. Thanks a lot for joining me. You have lots new going on. What do you think a home always needs as you're redoing a kitchen?
Oh, I'm very passionate about kitchens. I love to eat. I'm a big foodie. That's my hobby is eating. So I think when you're redoing a kitchen, it really needs to be about function first, but thinking about the daily steps that you're doing that are slightly frustrating. Like our laundry is in kind of the back area of our kitchen. It's like a separate back area. I call it the back porch, but it's not a porch. And I'm always throwing the kitchen towels on the floor down there. You know, you use them and you throw them down, then you open the door and put them in later. I'm like, I need a laundry bin. You know, if I was going to redo my kitchen, I'd make sure that I had that. Making sure that you have a trash pull-out near your cutting boards. You can just simply push those scraps right off into the trash and not drip things across the kitchen. So I think really thinking through how you live and how you could update the flow before you worry about the aesthetic, because you can always make things beautiful, but you cannot always make them functional after you've made them beautiful.
How about in bathroom design? How do you suggest people think about bathroom design?
I think the most important thing in a bathroom is counter space, and I find that's the one thing that most spaces don't have or they lack, because they'll get a little vanity. I mean, if you can stretch those funds and do a custom vanity or even just a custom countertop on a standard box to get more space, I think that's really useful. Personally, I think the double sink thing is kind of silly. I mean, honestly, how often are two people brushing their teeth at that same 1 minute of your evening? I would much rather have one sink and a bigger counter space for both than a double sink with no space to put anything.
So you've given us two great ideas, both in the kitchen and the bathroom. What other places in the home do you feel there are some great design tips that you could share with us?
I think one thing that a lot of people could update in their home would be the height of their drapery. I find that a lot of homeowners tend to put the rod right over the window and neglect all of that space above, and nothing brings your eye up and makes that space feel bigger than nice long drapery panels. So in any space that I go in for a quick refresh, that's always one of those elements. It's either they have no window treatments or they have just a sad little shade. It's like, put some big panels up there, even if they're just stationary and you don't close them. They finish off the room. I mean, it's really easy to even add a band of fabric to the bottom if you've got existing drapery, but you'd like it to be 10 or 20 inches taller. Your local seamstress or even your dry cleaner will often just sew a piece of contrasting fabric on there for you. And the same goes for plants. I see a lot of people have like small little houseplants in the corner. It's like, okay, trees should be big, so put them on a stack of books, get a bigger pot, stuff that pot, get that tree up. Just those little moves for scale really improve a space.
What do you consider your design aesthetic, and how do you incorporate that but then not always put that into your clients' homes?
I would say that my taste is typically kind of a modern classic appeal. I love my personal taste. Favorite homes are, you know, a beautiful French apartment, gorgeous molding, herringbone floors with more streamlined furnishings. Or being from California, we have a lot of Mediterranean and Spanish influence, and I love that. The arches, the tile roofs, but then again with that clean lined aesthetic kind of mixed in, I really like that. But from my project standpoint, I do a little of everything. I've done very traditional spaces. I've done a lot of California modern, so a warm modern aesthetic, but a very contemporary style. So I do a little bit of all of it.
Thank you very much for joining me. And for those of you who don't know, Erinn V has many licensed collections and a number of them coming out. We're going to look forward to seeing them as they emerge within the marketplace.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.